Chris Murray.
And I'm Harry Durden.
And this is the Flat Track Podcast. Good weekend, H?
Yeah, busy weekend. Lots of Guinness.
Good.
Drunk. Lots of Guinness. So probably had to drown the souls a little bit after watching England again.
I got pelted in here Friday night after you'd gone.
Really?
Why are you lot making a 3-1 prediction? You should know we're crap. I was like, we're being optimistic.
Well, we're not going to start a podcast and then say, oh yeah, Australia are going to beat us 5-0 and it'll be 3-0 up.
Yeah. But what did you think of Harry Brooks' shot?
I don't really know what to say. It's hard, isn't it?
Ridiculous.
It's just, I'm speechless at times.
It was.
To be fair, I didn't even get up to watch it, and then I've not even watched it. I've only really seen his dismissal because it was everywhere on Twitter and on socials. And Jamie Smith was, but I suppose it's a bit different there. Smith's batting with the tail. He's got to try and.
I felt for Smith because he got to that point where. So I watched. I think it was the first half hour before they went off for rain. They weren't playing any shots or anything, but they were just they were comfortable. They went off for rain, played a few shots, and he was getting more and more into it. And you're thinking, all right, he's doing all right here. Yeah. He's doing fine. Yep. And I was never thinking that between him, Jacks, Carse, Tongue and Archer, that they were going to win it from there. But then it started creeping up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that score's going down.
all over again.
Yeah, that score's going down. I'm thinking he's doing all right here, and he's playing some decent shots. And then it was just one of them shots where it was just like, I get why he's played it. He scored a lot of runs playing that shot, but it was just unfortunate.
I think I saw an interview with Darren Lehman. He was saying about how he's got all the skill in the world. He just needs to use his.
Yeah, Justin Langer said something similar today.
But no, we've got a good podcast today. It's going to be a good one, I think.
Go on then. Do you want to introduce the guest?
Do you want
the stats? There you go.
I first met this man at 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃 Cricket Club as 11-year-olds trialling for Lancashire, right? And we've probably been very good friends since there's a group of us, 5, 6 of us, say. So I'll just read some of his stats out, the ones that stand out. First class, 98 matches, 6,064 runs, an average of 43, 1400s, 25 50s, and a high score of 231. Lancashire One Day Player of the Year 2025, and in 2023 he scored 1,257 runs at an average of 59.85, was a top run scorer in Division 1 of the county championship, and he was Lancs Player of the Year and the Championship Player of the Year, which is probably deserves it. Yeah, probably deserves it. So I am going to introduce Josh Bohannon. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, Josh. Thanks for coming on.
No. So usually we ask where it starts, and I'm going to ask you that, but we started pretty much together on our journey to professional cricket, didn't we? So where did it start for you?
Falmouth originally. I did a couple of years there as a kid. I was about 9. Picked up a cricket bat after watching my brother play for 𝗘𝗃𝗃𝗃 really as a kid. So started there, and then through whatever circumstances, the junior section sort of folded a little bit. So then I went to Farm Social, where I spent all my age group days till I was 17, 18ish. Then I went to Southport for a season, and then on to Ormswick and obviously Lancs.
So because I didn't know you'd been to Falmouth. You played at Falmouth as your first club. I always thought it was obviously Falmouth Social Circle to start. But I think in our Lancs team when we started together, it was predominantly Bolton League, wasn't it? There was a good, what was it, 5 or 6 at the time? You, Haas,
me, both Parkies, Haas, Brad, Chris Brownlow, Dan Robson, Danny Robinson,
Danny Robinson,
He was a year younger, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a year younger, But predominantly the side was Bolton League, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a really strong league going up. Like I said, I do go down now, but I'm not sure how strong the cricket is anymore, but it was really strong going up.
Bolton League's always been renowned for being one of the stronger leagues locally, hasn't it?
Yeah, it always has been, and they had to merge with, I think it was the Ribblesdale League a few years ago, so it's now known as Northwest Cricket.
Yeah, something like that.
Because they'd lost a few to go to the GMCL, they'd lost a few to go to the Northern League, I think it was.
Springview, when they merged as well. Springview were Bolton Association.
Springview were Association, but but then there was a few that left, and then there was a few, and that's why it'd be interesting to get Boovy on from Farmouth, like he said, to find out I've never known the full story as to why. Like there was a rumour that a lot of the clubs from the Bolton League wanted to come to the GMCL, but only on the proviso that they all went in the Prem.
Yeah.
Like after it had only been a couple of seasons gone, but there was a rumour that it was we're only coming if we're all going in the Prem, and it was like, well, so yeah, it'd be good when we get him on. It'd be good to ask him.
So obviously, like you say, you started at Farmer Social, you played age groups, and then you would have been third team, second team, first team.
Yeah.
What age
Exactly
was
that. I started playing third team when I was about 13, maybe. Bit of a late blossomer, I guess. I know you were playing second team or even first team at that stage. And then quickly went through, really. Probably only did a season or so there with them, and then I was in twos for. But sort of like, it was one of them things where my dad didn't want to push me too soon, so he'd sort of, if there was an opportunity came up, he'd say, oh well, yeah, I don't mind him playing, but sort of I want to be there. And then I probably started playing first team when I was about 14 or 15, and then obviously played that since.
Because it, like you said then, a late bloomer. We were discussing this yesterday, weren't we? And 𝗘𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃 said that about your career and how it transpired, because obviously, you know, unfortunately at like that age 15, 16, there's only a certain amount of people who can do the academy or the EPP, and I mean, from where you weren't there, but from where you are now, you're probably first team on the team sheet for Lancashire, and that's only what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Very small fish in a big pond. Like growing up, you know, we had an amazing team.
Yeah.
And that squad didn't really change from being like 11 to
I reckon there's
18.
probably 2 or 3 changes for 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, it was an incredible team. Probably 7 out of that group of 13 or 14 people turned pro.
Yeah.
Which obviously shows the standard of that sort of setup as well.
Yeah.
Coming through. So yeah, always just sort of sat in the background, just did my own thing really.
Yeah, and that's true. That obviously, because Callum as well. Callum was the same. Because Callum at 13, 14, Callum was like the best, one of the best in the country. Bowling his left arm seam and batting, and then 2 years later he couldn't even get on. Wasn't on the academy? He went to Derby, didn't he? And I suppose that's obviously. I thought it was the academy at Lancashire, and I moved on to Leicester. Like I said on the first podcast, I said we want to do this podcast because everyone's journey is different, and that's for you. You worked, didn't you, from being college? You got a job, and because cricket wasn't. You wouldn't mind me saying this. Cricket at that point for you was on the back burner because you went into work, didn't you? Yeah,
literally. I left school on the Friday, and my sort of auntie gave me a job on the Monday, working for Regio 42, doing coffee machines and building them and stuff like that. And then I did a couple of years there, and then went to work with my brother doing electrics while I was at college and stuff. And then sort of got a message to say that I fancy coming back because I sort of fell out of love with it really. And then came back for a few games, then got a scholarship, and I suppose the rest is history, I guess.
It's amazing, isn't it, the journey that people go on. Like say, Callum went to Derbyshire in the academy, and then Derbyshire, Leicester, and obviously now he's at Durham. I was the academy, left and went to Lancs. You know, there's so many different journeys. I mean, the main 3 from our age group at the time were Matt, 𝗘𝗃𝗃𝗃, and 𝗃 were they ones that were pushed, because they would have been. They were the best. They're the ones who won majority of the games for our age. I'm not saying they won them all, but you know, Matt was always unbelievable to watch bowl, and 𝗃 bowl, and 𝗃 with a bat. But yeah, I think it is. I remember, like, we had some amazing times playing in our age group cricket, but I remember distinctly a game at Urmston, under 17s. You get 100?
Yeah.
And it was one of them. I think that was the coming of age of Josh Bohannon under Lancs' eyes, because it was just ridiculous. They were
described before.
But I think it was because I remember watching that game, and they had a lad who was supposed to be sharp, who was supposed to be rapping. And again, we were discussing yesterday, and I remember watching you bat and play it off your piece. It literally made it look so easy. Now I remember, I think it might have been with Callum I was watching with, and we were just like, this is ridiculous, and it was so good. I think that innings made people at Lancashire stand up and go, wow.
Yeah, there's something here. There's something we can work with.
100%.
It's probably right. I mean, 17 was, when I was 17, that was probably my best years as an age group. And then, again, it's weird how you say about the journeys though, because then I was quickly out of the game like a year after. So I went from sort of feeling like you know, because like you said there, 𝗃, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 had all signed contracts. So like, it always drove everyone forward, but you always felt like, well, if they're being signed, why are we not? And,
I
suppose it did take a bit of.
And I suppose the only thing that does is because they've been signed, they're not playing our age group, so it gives other people like yourself like opportunities. It gave us opportunities to perform when they weren't there. So that's the way that I try to view it all the time. As well, it's amazing that they've signed, but this is my opportunity now to do it. And like you say, it's interesting. Like I say, it's interesting. It always works. It's always different.
Yeah, everyone's got like obviously a different journey, haven't they, with it? And that's the thing where some people don't get. There's some people in the rare occasion don't get picked up until like 21, 22, 23, don't they? Like who's the lad who was at Flowery Finan?
Mike Finan. Yeah, Mike was 26 when he signed.
Yeah, exactly. And he was obviously just playing like GMCL and with you at Cheshire, weren't he? But then he's been signed late on.
Yeah.
Whereas some people can go all the way through the academy setup with it, not end up getting signed.
Yeah.
You know, so it is. It's all just swings and roundabouts with it. But it's interesting to hear those particular journeys.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I say, I think at like say at 17, you start. You know, other people are signing you a bit like, well, why are they not signing me? And you sort of, so you're trying to do everything you can to get them to sign. And some of the stuff that you try to do and. When you're playing, I mean, that's your sole focus, isn't it? That's why we play to be professional cricketers.
Absolutely, yeah. Always everyone's goal. Some are lucky to do it, some aren't.
Yeah. So, you signed a scholarship.
Yeah.
What old were you then?
19.
19, signed a scholarship. So was that? You played a lot of second team cricket that particular year.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of first team running drinks, as we call it. Did fielding?
Yeah, it was. I suppose it was different when. Probably sound quite old saying it, but like when we came through, it was different compared to now. If you were any good at fielding, or if they thought you were on the fringe of, potentially getting on the staff or whatever, you did get drafted out of playing league cricket to come in and be around the group and get a feel for what it was like, or even just run drinks, or actually be there to potentially field.
Because I remember one of the first times that I sort of did that was around the squad was. Well, so Johnstown was my academy director that I remember most. I had the most for the 2 out of the 3 years that I was on there, and I remember Stanley only used to give us the minimal amount of kit because his theory was you don't deserve it until you're there, and then when you're there, that's when you get the rewards. So I remember like we used to get kit. We used to get literally 2 training tops, quarter zip, shorts, pants, and that was it. And you didn't get your whites.
And you're a big fan of kit.
Yeah,
you love your kit.
I do. I love my kit. And your whites you didn't get until you played your first second team game because you already had your Lancashire age group kit. It was different to the senior kit. And I remember all the time. And then when you did, you got a load of it. But like you say, it's different now because everyone just there you go. There's your kit. And again, it makes you want it more.
Yeah, it drove me forward to look at people wearing them caps or them. That, like you said, that kit, and you, sort of makes you want it, doesn't it?
Of course
that's what kept everyone going forward.
Of course it does. So 19, signed your scholarship.
Yeah.
And then how you play? Did you play you played quite a lot of second team cricket again that next year, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't play first team until. So I signed at the back end of 16.
Yeah.
Under Gyro.
Yeah.
In the December, and then he quite quickly moved on. He went back towards like Warwickshire way.
Yeah.
And then Chappie took over.
Yeah.
So then played second team the next year. I can't actually remember how I did.
Yeah.
But, must have done well enough because then I signed a proper contract then in the October.
Yeah.
Once the season had finished in 17, and then I got injured in Oz. I went to Oz that winter, and in the last game just before I pulled my side off quite badly, so I missed 12 weeks of summer.
Yeah.
So that didn't go down too well at the time, but then once I was back fit and stuff, he gave me a go in the one days and then T20, and then I only got a game in the Red Bull stuff. We played a day night. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
We were playing Surrey down at the Oval, pink ball.
Yeah. I got in the head on one of them off 𝗕liche at Derby. Under the lights.
Good fun.
Yeah.
So
sounds eventful.
Yeah, and the only reason I got a game was Lammy was colourblind to pink. I was bowling at the time then. No, God's honest truth. We were doing this catching, and he'd be getting hit balls off Chappie, and he'd be like running in that, and be bouncing 15 metres there, or like, he couldn't catch it. Like,
I never knew that.
I might be colourblind to red, me.
Yeah.
I might be colourblind to red.
He'll be having a bat in the net,
That's
and he'd hit the back
incredible.
net, and he's like, I can't see it, and everyone's like, oh, he's just having a bad net.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like me, like, he's trying to make something up that it's not going too well. And then he actually did go for a test, he was colourblind, but then 𝗘𝗽𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 said, well, we can't get his prescription sorted in time. You're going to get a go. So, first attack I faced as a batter was 𝗕𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, Sam Curran, Ricky Clark.
That's some attack that.
That's not bad, that.
That's some attack.
Best of luck, kid. Off you go.
Yeah, and I
Double the size.
Came in at about 10 to 9 at night, so it's not Eurovision.
Yeah,
Played
yeah,
first class cricket all morning. Yeah, just amazing.
That's mad. That's a great story. That I never knew that. I never knew that's how you
It's
make
the
a
only reason I
debut.
got a game. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Lammy being colourblind.
How do
He
you
was another one
how
from
do you
our
get
age.
start? A lad's colourblind.
Yeah.
He was another one, age group cricket. I know he was a year older, but we
Yeah.
used to all play together. It's mental. You know, that's funny that. And then the year after, did you then play, from then on, from that game at Surrey, did you then play?
I played the last 5 that
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
And then I missed a couple. Well, yeah, I missed a couple in 2019.
Yeah.
I think I played 11 out of 14.
Yeah.
And then obviously the COVID
COVID,
year,
yeah,
we only played 5 games. But then since like the middle of 19, I've not been out the side. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Hey, that's class.
That's stunned me.
I'm definitely going to clip that and use
Yeah,
that as the
That's
reel this
stunned
week.
me, Yeah.
It's not what you expect. It's not
Yeah.
what you expect to hear. I got in the team because somebody's colourblind.
Yeah.
It's like, and you never think about that in terms of
Yeah.
looking at it from like a cricket perspective. Going, oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's mega. So obviously, in your time at Lancs, you obviously played with some like amazing players, just some great names that you've played with. But the one player that you sort of spent a lot of time with, because obviously, you said you played a little bit of games, but from probably looking at your stats, you've obviously played nearly 100 games now, which is a lot of cricket, and obviously stats are mega. Is there anyone in particular you watched or spent time with and thought it helped you get to where you wanted to be or where you wanted to go to?
Yeah, probably 2. And it's probably changed. Like when I first came on staff, Brownie was the one, Carl Brownie, amazing player. But if you asked him about his career, he'd have played, I don't know, 85 first class or 100 maybe or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the talent he had to only get 200s baffled me. Like I didn't really realise when I was a bit younger, I didn't understand all the hundreds and all that. But like you watched him and he had so much time. Like such a good bloke, and I just thought that's who I want to be like.
Yeah.
So he helped me when I was younger because he just helped me relax, and then he's really easy to talk to and made the sort of transition really easy. And then sort of once I started to play, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 was the one. Really took me under his wing. Taught me how to go around stuff on the field and in training, and he was the one you used to watch and think, like, why is he the only one who does fielding practice?
Yeah, well,
and there's no coincidence why he was one of the best fielders in the country.
Yeah.
And sort of from that ethic point of view, and just as a bloke, sort of, I thought that's just a proper professional. And, so probably 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃, and all the way, even to now, he's a head coach and stuff. But even now, he's still that same bloke, still so driven. Which has obviously helped me get to where I am now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've obviously Brownie. I played a little bit of second team cricket with, obviously when he was playing, and he was so talented, and he was a ridiculously good T20 player. In the Blast, he was always
his white ball in general, his one day cricket, phenomenal.
I played junior cricket against him, and everybody raved about him, and I always thought, when I was like 15, 16, just went, his technique's shite. and a load of lads gave me a load of stick for it. They went, he's going to be a county player. I went, I don't rate his technique's shite. and then he said during a game, he turned to me and Reedy and went, where do you want me to put the next one? And Reedy went, from outside off stump over square leg into the houses, and he walked across and just whacked this ball into houses on Elton at like a 15-year-old and just went, yeah, I might have been wrong. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
That's why he played professional cricket.
Exactly. But you know when you're a jealous kid and you're like, you're not that good.
Yeah.
I had some very good battles against him and Paul Keenan, who played at Everton with him. Both played at Lee.
No, I think 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 as well. Obviously, he's got head coach now, and he's obviously been a very, very good cricketer. Lancashire in general has been, and he's whenever I obviously come across him playing, obviously when I was younger on on the academy at Lancs, and he stepped in and out of to the senior stuff, and when I played against him, I always felt the same. Like he would always look at him and be like, he obviously had a long career and he was mega. He was a great cricketer.
I mean, I think he played the best part of 700 games. You know, for one club, 20 odd years. Yeah.
And he always looked class in the field when you were watching.
He's amazingly good. Like you watch him now. We, you know, in the winter now we do fielding stuff obviously, and you watch him now. He does everything one-handed. Where all the pros are two-handed. He's just that step further on than everyone else. He was.
I always used to like it when he'd open bowling in the
T20.
Just have that over. Just have that over.
Bowling his knuckle. Well, his wobble seamers. Faced one of them. I think he got me out 2 years ago with it. He was playing for Cumbria. It's when he was sort of doing the white ball cricket and played at Toft. And obviously he was proing for Cumbria and I was proing for Cheshire, and I ran past one.
Sound like your dad?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So going on to your stats, right? So we spoke about your stats before. 1400s. What's your favourite 100? Have you got a particular one?
First one's always a good one, isn't
it?
Like feeling wise, Derby.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, I
was obviously out.
Feeling wise,
I was out at the time.
Yeah, probably that one. Just to chalk it off.
Yeah.
My best one probably. I got 100 and I want to say about 170 against Northants at Wantage Road.
Yeah.
Like they had kegs and stuff, and like Sanderson, obviously, good attack.
It's always a tough place to go to.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play, and everything just. I was actually struggling for a little bit of form as well, and battling, and I've never really battled technique wise. Really simple in it, but I was struggling, and to play like I did there was probably the best one.
It always looks like you always do churn out decent runs when you bat. Whenever I see like the Lancs scorecard, it's always like going Mr. Consistent.
Not for the last 2 years, but
I mean,
try and get back to the
6,000 runs in 98 matches. It's not too bad.
It's a lot fucking better than mine, man. So let's go back a little bit, and I always like talking about this, discussing our age group, because I talk to people about it, and I don't think people quite understand how good that side was, and I don't think there'll be another team like that.
I'll be highly surprised if there's another team.
Yeah.
2 reasons really. I think like the game's changed.
Yeah.
Like we were brought up, you know, in a way that obviously we knew about white ball cricket, but it's still relatively new. And like, you know, you sort of had to learn technical stuff before. You did all the scooping and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's just how we were taught. Well, now I reckon. Well, I speak to my little nephew, and the first thing he wants to do is either belt it or reverse sweep it, or scoop it on his head. Where's the height? I'm like, what happens to just trying to hit it back at me? Yeah. You know, show the maker's name and all that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen anymore. And I just
love that.
I don't think people in 10 years' time, or maybe not even that, will have the same desire to want to bat for 2 days and learn what it takes to bat for a session, of bat for 2 sessions a day.
Yeah.
And I think for that reason, I think people get scouted or whatever you want to call it in a different manner. I think they look at like a talent as opposed to what can we work with type of thing.
I've definitely noticed that, like playing league cricket. And for me that's the biggest difference. There's a lot of good league cricketers out there who a lot of people say, oh, he should have played him, or he should have played professional cricket, and then you sit there and you watch and you'll get an amazing 40 and then get out. And that's the biggest difference is, it's all right batting for 15 overs on a Saturday at Woodbank, but the real skill is to change that 40 into a 130, and it's a tough skill to have. And that for me, like you say, is one of the biggest differences from professional cricket, and even those lads who everyone says should have played, is they might have played, but when they had the opportunity and they didn't quite do it, or when they played age group cricket for Lancs, they only ever really wanted to score a quick 40, or they could never really kick on, like you say, and bat a day, bat for 2 days, win a game when you're down and out. I think that's definitely. And the other one is fielding. The standard fielding in league cricket right now is turd.
Well, I've not played league cricket for a while, but it's definitely a standout in professional game. Right? If you can't field now, you've got to be good at. You've got to be really good at.
You've got to be
batting and bowling.
Can drop 5 catches in Australia though. It did make me laugh seeing obviously. I look at it differently, going from being just a second team cricketer, going, these boys should be able to catch everything, but then you remember that they are also human as well, and those
you
things
also remember it's happening a lot quicker.
Exactly.
Less time to think about it, which sometimes helps. Like I always say, I prefer catching when I've got less time to think about it. Do you know what I mean? When it's just coming at you, but like you say, it's happening quicker.
It's like the reflexes of them 2 𝗕𝗃𝘀𝗵 ones that he's took down to his left. You're like that, That's 4 on it. That's 4 on a Saturday.
Last one he takes, it's so nonchalant, but it's I reckon unless you fielded that slips, you don't realise how hard that is.
No, it's a tough place to, especially like you say.
He's stood in front of
𝗕cie, that was a ridiculous catch off Smith. Was it Smith? The left-handed down low in front of 𝗕cie?
No, I think that was 𝗕ance. Smith was straight up.
Oh yeah, it was 𝗕ance.
It's just ridiculous when you look at it and go, on a Saturday that's full. That's flown through somebody and gone for 4.
That's what keeper and first look at each other.
Your fault that one. Your fault that.
Short arm.
And Wilkie's moaning.
So going back to our team, it's like you said before. You made the comment that 7 lads have played professional cricket from that team, and 3 played for England. 5 have played for England Lions. Yourself, we've not spoke about that.
Yeah.
Captain of Lions. What was that like?
Good. Loved it. Really up and down, emotions wise. Like in India, obviously, you saw it's obviously an amazing place, but we were just in Ahmedabad, and you're in one hotel, you can't really go out and just have a wander around. Obviously, there's quite a bit of security and stuff. So, to get that opportunity was fantastic, and massively helped me in sort of understanding a bit more about leadership and managing different players, how you speak to coaches. And you also realise it's not just about you and your mates that he's just trying to help. Actually, you've got to try and create a culture for everyone else.
Yeah, because obviously Cal was with you at that point in Ahmedabad, wasn't he? And obviously growing up together, your best man at your wedding.
Best man at my wedding, and I had to drop him. And
it's all right. He did that to me as well at Gloucester.
So I mean, understanding how you do that and do it in the right way. And that, I suppose, for me, that's what helped me sort of get an understanding of how you speak to people, because you just get chucked in the deep end and you just got to find a way.
Were you vice captain at Lancs before that season, or was it after that?
No. When was that 23?
I think so.
I think it's 23. No, I got vice captain when 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 came in. So that would have been 24. And Keith was captain then.
So, like you say, because when you did a couple of stints with the Lions, didn't you? You did 2 or 3 tours with the Lions.
3 tours and then a few training camps and stuff. Really enjoyed it. Went to Sri Lanka, Australia for the last Ashes, and then obviously India, and then a few tours to Abu Dhabi and stuff. Nice.
Which was your favourite one?
Place wise, Australia. Have a lot. You can go out and have a beer and stuff. Cricket wise, really enjoyed Sri Lanka. Equally India as well, very different challenge. Got 100s, which is obviously pleasing. To do it against quite a few of the lads who went on and played in that series against England as well. So, it's massively helped me cricket wise. But it's also helped me understand. When you watch some of the players that are there and the coaches that are there, and you understand how elite people go about business. Really helped me in various ways, really.
That's pretty cool. That, like you say, playing for the Lions, and we spoke about this before, but you've still got that burning desire to play for England as well, haven't you?
I mean, who knows whether it's going to happen? It might happen at one stage, it might not. But my dad has always said the same thing to me. He said, "You can only try your best." And I think if I ever lose that hope, then I don't think I'm doing Lancs a service either. It's in a leadership role now, and it's not it's all of a sudden it's not just about you to turn up and doing your cricket. Obviously, once I'm batting and I'm on the field and across that white line, it's up to me to perform. But I think you got to help other people as well, especially as you get a bit older and a bit more senior. You try and guide people through and try and make their journeys a bit easier. And, all that's helped me.
I think obviously I captain Cheshire a little bit, and it's the same thing. I think when you just play cricket and you just play to play and enjoy it, and there's no real responsibility apart from you doing your skill and your job. As soon as you get put into that place of right, you're going to captain, like you say, you've got to work out. People respond differently to different things and different ways. So I was quite fortunate in our Cheshire team. We were really, really close. We had a great set of lads, and it was easier. But then a year on, not as captain, as coach, it changes again. Some of those lads moved on. You've got younger lads in, like you say, who have a different view of cricket now because they weren't, they've not necessarily been coached on how to bat long periods of time. They've only seen modern era, what I'd call modern era cricket, and that's basically like white ball cricket, really. Yeah. A lot of people have white ball skills as opposed to red ball batting, especially batters. So again, it's different talking to those younger lads who, might not have been, brought up the way that me or Josh were in terms of, how we were coached, how we were treated. Like, I always remember from being on the academy at Lancs, from being 16, 17, 18, the onus was on us to decide what we wanted to do at those sessions, wasn't it?
Yeah, big time, yeah.
You were going in there, it would be set up, and, it's down to you. And the only time Stanley'd really say something was if it just looked shite, if you were doing something that was shit. But we knew that from then, we didn't want Stanley to step in and say that because it wouldn't look great. So, try and, spin, seam, whatever, you're always trying to be better. But again, going back to the coaching and, like you say, different roles in cricket now, it definitely helped me as well, and how you spread your time as well. Because if you're captain or coach, you can't always spread your time on just you. You've got to, sacrifice it for other things. So, it's when I found out you captain the Lions, I was buzzing for you, especially, and then having Cal there as well. That was mega to that was mega to see. So, right, we'll move on then. So I spoke to you before about the 4 questions. So, best player you played with?
Can't really look past Jimmy, can you?
No, they go.
Pretty hard to look past.
Yeah, they go. And obviously, he's your captain this year. Looking forward to that.
He's captain.
Yeah, he's your captain.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
He's your captain.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't hear that. No, he's a great man. Really good in a leadership role. Speaks really well. Obviously, vast amount of experience at international level, and obviously for Lancs as well. Incredibly exciting. I think it's brilliant for him as well. That he's still got that desire in his 40s now to still want to not only turn up and play for Lancs and give a bit back. Having not played he's played a lot. Still played 100 first-class matches over the course of 20 years. I think he's got that desire to still come back and want to bowl, but then also to try and lead a team and make culture changes at the club.
I think it speaks volumes of like I don't really know him, but it speaks volumes, isn't it, when you've got someone who's done so much at international cricket, taken so many wickets, and he still wants to come back and help, help coach the next generation.
Just keen to carry on playing cricket, and I think that's great. Considering like a lot of people will just sort of go, he might be the greatest bowler of all time, but he's this age now, he shouldn't be. Well, no, actually, he should. He should still be doing it.
I speak to a lot of the young lads, especially the bowlers, and just say, like, don't be shy, because when you first meet him, he can be quite intimidating. And, he's a bit better now. He's not as grumpy as he used to be. But I was petrified of him when I first met him. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to say it to him. Always a short conversation. But I always say to him, just make sure you pick his brains, because you might not realise it now, but you'll be speaking about it in 10 years' time when I got to play with Jimmy, and Jimmy helped me learn to do this. And to tap into someone's brain like that.
We were at your wedding, and obviously I played against him once or twice when he played a couple of 50-over games, and obviously my dad played quite a bit of cricket with and against him when he was really younger. My dad was playing, and I introduced him. I was like, I'm Harry. He was like, you alright, mate? He was like, how's your dad? I was like, fuck off. I'm not here to talk about him, mate.
I met him once at Bolton Uni, because he was doing a talk, and I'd been invited as a guest there by somebody I knew, and afterwards you could like pick his brains and everything. And I'd can't remember what I said.
You didn't ask him about bowling, did you?
No, I asked him if I could have a selfie, and
Oh,
I had this
okay.
selfie and I got photobombed by this
no
Asian
way.
lad in background. It's brilliant. I'll find the picture.
Put it on the socials.
It's absolutely class. Like literally, I took this picture. I was absolutely buzzing because you look at it going, great Lancs bowler, like, you know, won the Ashes, etc. All this, and then just in between us is this head just photobombing us, and I was just like, you bastard.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, no, it's you know, like I say, it's amazing for, you know, people like yourself who still got that burning desire, even if he was a bowler and you're a bat, you still pick his brains about cricket and.
He's a great man.
Yeah,
Great man.
best player you played against. Or toughest opponent. I think we should probably say toughest opponent.
I mean, there's obviously loads in England who are amazing. Still struggle to look past, batting wise, Rajit Pattadar from India. Obviously RCB captain now. He got a run about 140, 150 against us in Ahmedabad. Carty's bowling quick. We had a good attack at 𝗕cie and stuff, you know. And it was ridiculous. Like, no matter what, you put the field somewhere, he just did it where you just took him from. Like,
Then he just
like
took the piss.
literally just, you know, you said it before, but he did bat with his piece.
Yeah. Bowler?
A few nemesis.
Yeah. We all have.
I mean, obviously it depends what you.
Yeah.
There's different types in it.
Yeah.
Talk about is it fits 90 miles an hour or whatever, but like I think obviously playing all your cricket in England is a bit different, but Cody's horrendous. Ben Code, awful. Just laughs at you on the way down. It's just like he gets me out every time. He either Nicky or he hits me on the shin.
Shins you up, favourite ground you played at?
Obviously hard to look past Old Trafford, but after that, probably the Oval.
Oval, played there, got stitched up.
Under lights with a pink ball.
Not on the lights.
It's nice to make your debut. That's a proper ground to make your debut. I made mine at
Amazing
the Derby
place,
ground,
great
at the
food.
county ground at Derby. Nothing against Derby, it's just not the Oval, is it? And favourite memory?
Scoring 100, I don't know.
Your first 100? It's a pretty cool memory.
Maybe, winning Div 2, 2019, that was pretty cool because we did it with a group of mates, and that was
I think we played you last game, didn't we, at Grace Road? You'd already won it at that point.
Yeah.
Is that when Parky got called up for
That's when Parky got his call up,
That was I remember that. That was a pretty good week. It pissed down for 2 days.
Yeah.
You'd already won it.
Yeah.
And it was basically just, we went on just for the sake of going on. I think it was just the biggest farce. It was an absolute farce.
There you go, lads. Just go and make it look like you've tried.
To be fair, I think
I'll
we
never
went
forget
3 days.
Davo said to me, because we'd been out every day, and Davo didn't bring any kit, didn't bring any jeans or nothing. We'd already won it. Everyone's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "No, I'm just trying to do the right thing," and all, you know. And then one day he got out on whatever day we were playing. He's walked past me. He's like, "How the fuck are you still buying? You're pissed. I haven't even had a drink."
I remember. I distinctly remember that. I think we played half a morning on the first day. I don't think we played until the last day. We played like 2 sessions maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
It was even like when on the last day we were just like, why are we going out? It's too wet. But I think
back end of September as well.
Umpires was like, come on, we've got to try and make an effort. It was a farce. It was the biggest. It was pointless.
Yeah, very pointless.
It was pointless. So, no, thank you for that. That was brilliant.
No
You know,
worries.
it's for us as well. We've had a range of guests on, but to have someone of your calibre on, Josh, it's
Thank you.
it's brilliant for us to have, and hope, like you say, people see your story, because again, I keep saying it, everyone's journey is different. Yours was different to mine. No, I went through the academy and then left. You were late on the academy and vice captain now 10 years on.
I found speaking of like people's journeys, I found a TikTok account a couple of weeks ago, but there's a page, I can't remember what it's called, but they played against a county team every week last season, trying to get their amateur players a gig in the county championship.
Right.
And like, I'm thinking,
Was it not Saka?
is it them? Yeah.
Saka, So there,
Still plays in there.
So it was like you said, similar to the Unicorns. What
Is
the
it?
Unicorns
Yeah,
were, wasn't it?
yeah,
Similar.
yeah.
So some very talented lads.
I found it quite interesting watching it. Like, I think they were playing like one game. They were playing against like Warwickshire or something.
Yeah.
And like watching it, and this lad's scored like 190 off about 90 balls. I was just looking at it going, quite interesting though, the fact that you're being filmed on TikTok, but you're trying to get yourself a county gig off the back of it.
Yeah.
But but again, everybody's journey is different, isn't it?
Yeah,
100%.
very much so.
100%. No, thank you very much for coming
No
on.
worries,
It's been a
thanks for having
pleasure.
me.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Need to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we also need to ask people to like and subscribe, don't we? We've not done that yet.
We've not done that yet.
No,
We're not shilling for likes,
No,
you know.
no.
People try and tell us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Chris Murray.
And I'm Harry Dearden.
It's been the Flat Track Podcast. Merry Christmas. Like and subscribe.
Have a good Christmas.